The question that gets asked the absolute most in MLB the Show 25 is, what is the best team to consistently roll out game to game? What is the best player at each position? What player should I be starting where? Where should I have this guy? And today we're going to answer that in this video. If you enjoy these styles of videos that we put out almost every single day, make sure to throw a thumbs up. Make sure to drop a comment down below and make sure to subscribe if you're new. Over 70% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. So make sure if you haven't, you drop that subscribe. With that being said, let's hop straight into the video. I'm going over each position. I'm going over 2 to 3 guys that I think are very valuable, including one budget option that everybody can damn near use. These are all position players today, and I'll glance over some starting pitchers as well, but we're not going to dive too deep into them. First off, we're going over the catcher position. Cal Riley just came out and is objectively the end game catcher that came out. You can use him as your catcher, not have to worry about anything, but he's very expensive. So we'll go over some other options. He's, though, number 1, even though today he sold me very hard, and I think I like another guy better, but this is going to be a controversial take, and this is going to start out the video hot, but I think, I don't have him yet, but I in my heart of hearts, I think this Mike Napoli is going to be a better catcher. He has better fielding, and he also has the dead red cork, which Cal Riley does not have. Cal Riley doesn't have many corks at all, actually. So he's breaking ball hitter and dead red, and he's one of the best swings in the game. He crushes baseballs. Cal Riley, again, very good player himself. If you really like the Cal Riley, plus you have the switch hitting, there's no reason not to use him. I think I'm going to try Mike Napoli and see how I like him. But nonetheless, those two are kind of the top 2 catchers in this game. There are some other good options, though, which we'll go over real quick, because both those cost a good amount of subs. So the budget option, I would say, at catcher is going to be Will Smith. Will Smith is a very, where we can have him cheap, 5K option. So 5K stubs. That's all it is. Everybody can get 5K stubs. For Will Smith here, 125 contact on both sides. Good pop on both sides. Great player in general. When I've used him in online play, he bat 500 for me. Great card that everybody can use for very cheap. Almost can be a starting catcher on almost any single team. So I really like those cards for the catcher position. Then we're going to head to first base. First base truly is up in the air. You can start a bunch of different people, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. I start Vladdy there. I'm comfortable with Vlad. Vlad's one of my favorite players in the MLB, and he hits the ball really well with a very good swing. But again, you could obviously use Gil. You could use Vladdy if you want. Any of the new All-Star cards that came out are kind of subjective. They're all feel like kind of the same player. And Pete Alonso and Matt Olson. I wouldn't use Jonathan, or I wouldn't use really Freddie, but both of them are viable options. The Eddie Murray is still a viable option. There was weak power left, but he's a switch hitter. I see some people still rocking Richie Sexton. There's a lot of guys you could use, and I wouldn't be mad. First base is kind of the position where it is truly open, and there's no real like 101 outside of like Gil Hodges if you aren't tired of him like me. So then at second base, we do have a new upgrade in Ketel Marte. Ketel is by far, not by far actually, I think it's pretty close between 1 and 2, but he's definitely up there for the second base 1A option at the second base position. But again, crazy expensive. He's 300K. So most people won't have him, and that's okay. We're not going to spend too much time on him. Switch hitting, great overall stats, 98 accuracy. He's a god. The other option, Trey Turner, a lot more affordable, 53K. Still a little bit expensive. We're going to go over another option, though, but these two are my top 2 guys. Trey Turner's one of the best swings in the game. Great fielding, 99 speed as well. Absolutely crushes lefties by far and away. By far and away, I think these are the 1A, 1B. Then we go with tier down, and then we're going to go to the Jazz. Chisholm. I think Jazz is a very good second baseman. Again, you're going to be like, but God, the fielding is low. Fielding at second base truly doesn't matter a ton. I promise you. I've used the out-of-position Corey Seager at second and had success. I played against somebody that had the, what the hell is it? What the hell is his name? Why am I blanking? He had one of the home run derby cards at third base that wasn't Jazz. He had Junior Caminero at second base who had like 50 fielding, not even, and was fine. Yeah, 49 fielding and 50 reaction at second base and was fine. So I promise you second base fielding doesn't matter, and that was on Hall of Fame. So Jazz is a good option with good swing. Again, lefty bat, which you don't prefer right now, but again, his stats absolutely pop off the page. I do like Jazz's swing in this game. So another good option. The Gleyber Torres, though, for me is also in this tier. He's one of the cards very cheap, 5K you can get him for. Great stats, great swing. Overall, great card, 125 clutch as well. Good accuracy, good fielding. Should be a very good card. Just a little bit slow, but nonetheless, one of the better second base cards. Heading over to the shortstop position, we do have Ellie De La Cruz as my number 1 option. He's an he's a god, man. I mean, he's so good. Batting over 400 for me. Switch hitter, 99 arm, 99 speed. Great contact on both sides. Good power on both sides. Great clutch at 115. Just one of the best cards in the game. He has the best defensive animations in the game. He gets some of the craziest dives at 6'5", gets some of the craziest jumps with his 99 speed. Then it's able to gun almost anybody out with 99 arm. He's a fantastic card to use and one of my favorites. Some other shortstops you can use. The Ethan Holiday is a very good option. Just a big lefty, which I don't really prefer unless you have insane contact, which he sadly does not. The Eli Wiltz, which is also a very good option. Switch hitter, very similar to the Willie Castro, who is still one of the best cards. Eli and Willie can kind of be interchanged. They're both, or Eli's actually more expensive, but Willie's like 20K now. So you can go get Willie Castro. Very good option. Francisco Lindor is a great option for only 30K as well. Lindor is a very, very, very good option. I like the Willie Adames too. Not a bad option. Great swing, great fielding there at the shortstop position. Outside of that, Jeremy Pena could be used, but not too many options that I would love to have at shortstop. Then we go over to third base. It is going to be Jose Ramirez and the gang. Jose is my 101 for pretty good reason. Great fielding, great speed now as well, with fantastic contact, a great swing, batting 417 for me so far, RDP 4 as well. Other great cards you could have at third. Junior's a very good third baseman now as well. I get the fielding looks low, but he's fine in the hot corner from what I've seen so far. Great overall stats, great swing. Scott Rowland is still a viable option. You could also use that Vladdy card I mentioned earlier. Some other cards. The Nolan Arenado is still another really good card as well. Those would be kind of the main guys I'll be using at third base for now that I'll kind of throw in there. Left field, it's Ted, and then everybody else. Like, it's Teddy, and then whoever you want. Ted is in his tier of his own, and then you go to guys like James Wood, who I wouldn't actually use in left field. He's just not, he doesn't have any fielding. Guys I would use in left field is Shohei Ohtani, who's also very expensive, so we probably don't need to go over him as well, but he's another really good card I would use in left field. I also would maybe move Aaron Judge to left field too. This is biased as hell, but Addison Barger is a dog and has a good swing, but his power, his lefty is bad. Corbin Carroll is a good option. Don't mind him out there, but I would probably do Juan Soto out there on left. Like, I'll just use someone out of position or not. Like Buxton in the left field is a very good option. Just not many good left fielders if I'm going to keep it a complete bean. Keep it a hundo stack. But Ted Williams is by far and away the best one. Stephen Kwan, honestly, not a bad option if you just want contact, straight contact. He's not going to give you any pop. Oh, Darren Dern is still a really good option as well. Outside of that, we go to center field. Now, this is where it's kind of loaded because it's Carlos Beltran and then Tier Gap, then Byron Buxton, who also is a great center fielder. You also can use O'Neal Cruz, who's a great center fielder as well. This is one of my favorite cards in the game as of right now, batting 567 with them so far online. Butter swing. Once you get a P5, he's 125s across the board outside of contact left, which is still 111. So he's still a really good card there as well. You also can put, no, you can't put Trey. That's on me. That's on me, big man. That's me tripping. PCA is also in that tier of center fielders. Byron Buxton, Carlos Beltran are up there. Javi Baez is a really good swing as well that you could throw up there. Javi Baez could also be a good second baseman or shortstop. So if you want to use him there, that's also a very good option. Another center fielder you definitely can use is Mickey Mantle. He's up to 100K now, so again, be more expensive of a addition here, but a fantastic card. I love Mickey Mantle. He's been 500 for me in almost 50 plate appearances. He's a fantastic card. I have zero hate for Mickey Mantle. An awesome center fielder that you definitely could use. Those would be the main guys I would use. I wouldn't really use Julio, but that was kind of the main top guys I would use. If you want a budget, super cheap option, obviously I think Baez is that guy. He's only 26K, but if you can't afford 26K, I completely understand. I still would probably go someone like an Evan Carter, maybe one of the 95s, like maybe like a Mason Neville is solid fielding, but again, no quirks, which does just hurt. Those would be the main guys I would go. Eli Wiltz is another really good option at the secondary center fielder. I wouldn't probably use anyone else. Maybe I'll put Corbin in there as a secondary second center fielder, but that's pretty much about it for center field. Right field, we do have Aaron Judge. He's going to be the best right fielder in the game right now. Kyle Tucker has a fantastic swing. A lot of people love him. He plays way above his stats. He's great corks as well with the Dead Red. Dead Red's the best cork in this game. I promise you, it is so good. He's a very good right fielder. Again, really slow, but that's very similar to an Aaron Judge. But he will get to some baseballs. Corbin Carroll defensively is fantastic. Juan Soto is still definitely a viable option as well. Those would be the main guys I would use in right field. You also can use Shohei Shohei as well. It's a corner outfielder there. For the most part, DH, it's really up to you, but it's going to be between O'Neal Cruz and Kyle Schwarber for me. Those are the two main guys that I'm using at DH. 125 pretty much for both of them. Obviously, one is more expensive than the other. Kyle Schwarber is absolutely free. So everybody that's like, hey, nope, he's literally free and he's very easy to get. I promise you, he's like very easy to get. I made a whole video on it. Go check it out. All right, those are going to be the main guys that I think are the best in the game at each position. If you have some old guy that you really, really like, if you're a huge Ian Happ fan or something like that, sure, that's fine. If you bat really well with somebody, don't let anyone else tell you that you can't use them. Most players, if you're really, really good with somebody or you absolutely love a card, use them. We're at the stage in the game where it truly doesn't matter. So let's go to some starting pitchers. My personal preference, outside of the new Corbin Burns, which I will go look at in a second, this is the best pitching lineup you can. I would replace Zach Wheeler with the new Corbin Burns. That's what I would do. So if it would be Corbin Burns right here, then it'd be Garrett Crochet, it would be Al Leida, it would be Clayton Kershaw, and it would be Roger Clemens. I think I fucked Al's ERA up. 2.2 is still not bad, though. Anyway, those would be the main guys I would use at the pitcher position. Some other rotating guys that I would lock in, don't use Roy Halladay. I absolutely raked Roy Halladay the other day. So I promise you don't want to use him. Kyson Witherspoon's actually pretty good. I played against him a few times now. Good fastball, slider, cutter. Not something super crazy, but he is viable to be using. The Chris Sale is obviously really good if you play a guy that just can't hit his 4 pitches. Some other good options would be, don't use DeGrom. I wouldn't use Skeens. Max Fried is a solid option. Nate Pearson you still can use if you want to. His speed differentials are absolutely nuts. Those would be kind of the main guys I would look to use. Outside of that, unless you're on Legend, then you could use Fernando. But outside of that, these would be like the top guys. Again, with the Corbin Burns that did just come out. Where is he? Corbin Stain. He's absolutely nuts. He's gross. He's gross. Another first baseman you could use is Frank Thomas. He's a pretty good option. Tim Raines is good in the outfield as well. There's some guys I just missed when making the list that I didn't have. Those two would be very viable options. Tim Raines a little bit more so than Frank. But outside of that, those would be other really good options to use. So we're going to go to our relief pitchers here. The relief pitchers are going to be Aroldis Chapman's one of the best ones. Andre Munoz is all right. I've had success with him. Lee Smith honestly isn't bad, and you get him for very, very cheap. Actually, you get him for free pretty much from the multiplayer program if you just play a few games of the events. Those would be kind of the main guys I would use. Would be kind of these guys that you see on the screen, outside of a few guys that I'm going to go over in the store that I still think are fantastic cards. Adrian, I can't pronounce his last name. I'm not going to try. Adrian's a fantastic pitcher here. Lefty guy with absolute dot accuracy. He's super hard to hit. He's a really, really, really good option. Joe Nathan, I'm going to assume, is also very good. I've yet to face him or use him, but just by looking at his stats, he's awesome. Felix Bautista, despite him being 75K, is actually, in my opinion, the best reliever in the game. He's so hard to hit. Ryan Helsley's also a really, really good option as well there. Gagne, you still definitely can use a little bit. Those would be kind of the main guys I would use in the bullpen, along with the guys you saw on the screen earlier. Let me know. I definitely missed somebody. 100% right hand of the big man. Definitely missed somebody. If I missed somebody, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to drop a like. Make sure to sub. All sort of fun shit down below. And let me know what type of video you want to see next. See you guys next time. Peace.